Uh, there was someone. There is someone on the door. If you are new to Next, just recommend, recommend starting with learn the course. Let's see what about the course. It is create a Next.js app tutorial. Is there any? Is there any? Tweet. Point. What Next.js from JavaScript? Is there anything to that call next year 13 forward celebrating the power of full stack to get started? Building a React building on React server component app now make a server first and default dynamic HTML. Docs. We're going to study about docs. Next year transitions learn more. Recently is getting started. Welcome to Next.js document. If you're new to Next.js, welcome to starting a learn course. The interactive course and quiz will guide you through everything you need to know Next.js. If you question about anything related to Next.js, you always welcome to ask a community GitHub discussion. System requirement Node.js 14 or macOS with automatic setup. If you want to type this word, I want to type this word. After the installation of compiler manual setup, install next React or React DOM in your project. This script refer to different stage of developing an application. Dev run next step to next stage development, build run next build to build application production. Okay, that's related. CSS support, basic feature pages, export. In Next.js page, React component exported from .js. Example: if you create page about just that export React like below, it will be about export default about. And you create Next.js support pages with dynamic route. For example, you create a file called pages slash post and id.js, then it will post for you rendering. By default Next.js will render every page. This means that Next.js generates stable for every page in advance instead of having all client side JavaScript. Pre-rendering can result in a better performance and as you generated HTML it will minimal JavaScript code necessary for the page. When the page is loaded by the browser, it JavaScript code run and make the page fully interactive. Process called hydration to form a pre-rendering. Next.js to form the pre-rendering static generation server-side rendering. The difference between is when it generate the HTML for the page. Static generation requires the HTML generated at the build time and will at the build time and will reuse on each request. Server-side rendering the HTML generate each request. Importantly, Next.js let you choose which pre-rendering form you will like to use each page. You can create hybrid Next.js app by using a static generation for most pages. Server-side rendering. Recommend using a static generation server-side rendering for performance reasons. Statically generated pages are cached by CDN and with no extra configuration to boost or however in some cases server-side rendering might be the only option. You can also use client-side data fetching along with the static generation or server-side rendering. This means that the part of page can be rendered on by client-side JavaScript tool and want to collect the data fetching documents and static generation. If a page uses static generation, the page HTML is generated build time. This means that in production the page HTML is generated when you run the next build. HTML will reuse the each request. You can cache the CDN. In Next.js, you can statically generate pages without static generation without by default Next.js pre-render. Static generate without fetching data. Here example. Note that this page does not need to fetch any external data pre-rendered. In cases like that, Next.js generates single HTML page during static generation with data. Some pages require fetching external data for pre-render. There are two scenarios. In each case, you can use function Next.js provided the page content depend upon the external data used. Example: your page content depend upon the external data. Your blog page might need to fetch the list of blog posts from CMS content management system. Fetch the data of pre-render Next.js allow us to export function called get static browse from the file same file. This function get call build time let you pass fetch data to page props on pre-render export default. Function will log exportation static scenario to your page path depend on the external data. Next year allows to create a page on dynamic routes. For example, you can create a file called pages post id just to show the single blog post based on id. Allow you to show a blog post when you access post. However, which id you want to pre-render at will time might depend on the external data. Example, suppose you have only added post to today, so in that case you only want to pre-render 12 time later you might be second post with you want to pre-render, so you was page. Okay, that's the case. Analytics you but inside peak performance upgrade your post count all inside then experiment until you reach a peak performance stable audience vita. Start measuring free while in Vita. Audience is available in Vita on all. Vita is a stage and means that your feature does not yet meet our quality standard of GA in Vita. Example for this when there is a need or this is Vita is having community data level privacy data. Is it which we use? See the page is display the breakdown of every page loaded on your website within a selected time frame. Similar page views are counted by total number of pages. Next, yes, not an exchange frameworks. So we'll do the first way to get started with Sheldon. Everything is there, what everything where. What's the core split V? What is split V? Let's see. Analytics conversation. The analytics conversation will track and optimize online vision with split V. Friendly. And conversion will not add to your website. Very cool spirit Broadway using constant beautiful analytics with next year's reward. But so, whose guy is this? I don't know. What is here? Scott. Good. The future of the web analytics are really fun. Privacy first. Today we are excited to announce the acquisition of visibility, bringing more analytics capability over the customers. Along with the acquisition of visibility, we are adding up top position. Excited and demonstrate universal analytics now will allow first party analytics in the world. Real time matters. Accessible to everyone. Ah, good. Features. Previous content and connection next year and so They added a new feature called uh, hmm. To use the next year. Welcome to next year's foundation course. This is beginner friendly. Example lead course will guide you through the pre-coding of the you will build a step project. Well, then migrating to React and Next.js, each section build on the previous one. You can choose where to start depending on where already on the assume that HTML hours join the conversation if you have conversation. Related next start now to get started. Next.js is a React framework that gives you building blocks to create a fast driver. What exactly do you mean when let depends spend some text on your name? User interface, how user will consume and interact with the application. Routing, how user navigate data fetching when data lives in, how to get entering when and where, and the static dynamic content, what third party service and CMS and infrastructure when where to deploy run your application and how to generate how to what is React. React is a JavaScript library for building interactive interface. Why the user element that while library we mean React provide helpful function to build UI but leaves two up to the developer. Part of the React success is that relatively unappointed about the respect of building. It also means however that building a complete React application from code requires some effort. Developers need to spend some configuring tools and so what is Next.js is React framework that give building blocks to create a web application. By framework we may Next.js handle the tool by providing additional structure, feature, and optimizes for application. You can use React to build a UI, increasingly adopt Next.js, but other individual installation we will discuss how to start with next. And to understand the React work, we first need to basically understand how browser intercept your code and create. Visit trace the server, return the HTML file to the browser. They want to look like HTML body div. The browser then read the HTML and construct the document DOM. What is DOM? DOM is object representative of HTML element. It acts as a bridge between the code and the user interface and structured with parent and child relationship. You can use DOM method and program language such as JavaScript to listen user event, manipulate data by selecting, adding, and updating specific element in the user interface. Allow you to not only target specific element but also change their style and content that on the JavaScript true or false. You can update the page of content by writing that here true from it. God. Start now. Updating UI with JavaScript and then let's see how you can our script and method take open the code index how do you script create one child HTML. If you look at the DOM element inside veranda, you will notice that DOM includes HTML element. The DOM of the page different from the source code. This is because HTML represents the initial page content where the DOM represents the update content. Updating DOM and plunges very full. As size of the app grow, it becomes increasingly challenging to build the application with the approach of intercept and corrective programming. The code above the good example of imperative programming, you writing the step how user interface update. Get started to redirect you will load two React script external offset called umping. React is a core React library. DOM is basic method the elevator. Use React with the DOM instead of directly open from the DOM. You can use direct down and method from React down to React. But if you try to run this code in Bash, you will get a syntax error. This is because H1 is not very just the piece of JSX syntax section that JavaScript allows you to describe. Good. Essential JavaScript for essential function object array method. They have MDN. MDN. temporary lateral destruction object. Discard. React core component process state. Building UI component user interface can be broken down. Displaying data with props header component value. Yeah, I have read this one. With the state how to continue React from React to Next.js. Start with next how to create your first tab create Next.js. Between pages is master data, rewriting data fetching, diving, repair, out applying to changes obviously. That is cool. We'll read it about it till